Welcome back to another Chart Legacy League with Green White Lands and Bant Beans for our Vintage Saturday. Both players kept 7. Charlie will be on the play. We'll see him lead off with a Misty Rainforest into a Savannah, Fast Bond, Dark Depths, and looks like he has a Boseiju in his hand as well. Get those 10 counters put on the Dark Depths. Play the Boseiju, and he does have Crop Rotation, a Loam, and it looks like an Exploration in his hand. He's going to go ahead and pass the turn over to Ryan. He is in pretty good shape here. We'll see him crop rotate the Dark Depths, probably for a Thespian stage. Yes, and then we'll see a Life from the Loam coming from this turn. He draws on the land here. He can make the 2020 another Thespian stage. He is in great shape. We'll see a Loam. If there's no counter magic to be had, we could see a 2020 coming out this turn. In Vintage, that's super cool because you don't typically see this deck played in Vintage. And we'll fetch, go get a forest, and we'll go ahead and make the 2020 now. And hopefully there's no response to that. That's a solid turn 2 for a Green-White Lands deck. Who knew that Fast Bond was so good? Can't believe it's actually banned in Legacy. We'll see Ryan play a Mox Sapphire here. And let's see, it looks like he has a Misty Rainforest. Charlie did dodge the strip mine that's in Ryan's hand. Let's see if Ryan can ponder and find a Swords of Plowshare here. And he's gonna look at these top 3, and can't really tell what he's got in his hand there, but I believe he does find the Swords to Plowshare, which is very sad for our lady-in-waiting Merit who's been in the ice for a long time and finally broke free, much like that lady from Power Rangers. I think it was Rita. So, after 10,000 years, Merit was free, and then gave Charlie 20 life and for her sacrifice. We'll see, pass back over to Charlie here, see him dredge Loam, and try and get that Merit back on the battlefield for another turn. He dredges over, it looks like an Emerald, a Tabernacle, and a Expedition map. Ryan's going to force a will that, pitch in the Lorne Revealed. So we'll have to wait another turn for the Merit to show up. Now we have an Exploration in play too. For anyone who is wondering how that works, Charlie gets 2 lands per turn without having to pay or without taking any damage from the Fast Bond. But after that, he will have to take damage from the Fast Bond. Lavinia here, not really a big deal for a lands player, as they have basically infinite mana. We'll see another Dredge with a Fast Bond, I'm not quite sure what it is, under the Sphere of Resistance, maybe another Loam, and we'll see a Loam here picking up Thespian Stage, Dark Depths, and probably the Tabernacle or, the Misty Rainforest. The Tabernacle, okay. So now we have the Tabernacle in play. Just going to organize that graveyard a little bit to make it a little bit cleaner. And the Loam's in the graveyard, and we'll see the Tabernacle, the Life from the Thespian Stage, and the Dark Depths show up again. So get some counters on that Dark Depths to try and get that going again. We'd now have to go up against a Wasteland, and still Ryan has a Strip Mine in his hand as well. So we'll see if we can get there. Alright, Tabernacle tax has been paid. Ryan plays an Emerald and the Strip Mine. So 2 ways we have to get around this. I think we're going to try and copy the Strip Mine here to get it out of play. And Ryan responds by stripping the Thespian Stage. Untap here, dredge another Loam. See if we can make a 2020 this coming turn. 2 Sagas in the bin, and we'll see a Life from the Loam targeting a Saga, and the Thespian Stage again. We'll have all those come out. Wasteland on the Dark Depths in response to the targeting of lands from the Life from the Loam. But we'll see 2 Sagas come into play, each getting a counter on there. And we have quite a board state here. It'll be very difficult for Ryan to overcome this, I think. Being able to make a lot of of constructs next turn as well as a 2020. Charlie's going to buy the Lurus, and Ryan's going to pack it up. We'll see you in game number 2. If you've been enjoying our content, please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Welcome back to game 2. Both players kept 7. Ryan will be on the play in this game 2. We'll see him lead off with a Tropical Island and a pass. Got a Wasteland from Charlie, and Emerald into a Thorn of Amethyst. So the Prison piece is in play now to slow him down. Let's see if there's going to be a Force of Will or anything like that. Nope, no Force of Will, and we'll send it off to Ryan. See Ryan play a Tundra here, and we'll see him tap 2 mana, and we'll see a Nature's Claim on the Emerald. I wonder if he should have maybe done the Thorn of the Amethyst instead to get his mana back into a good space, considering Charlie does have a Wasteland for him as well. So the Emerald's gone, and Charlie will gain 4 life from here, and we'll see a pass back over to Charlie. A draw. Looks like we drew another Sphere of Resistance. Play the Yavimaya here, and maybe Wasteland. Yeah, we'll Wasteland the Plains here to keep him off a Source of Plowshare and or Prismatic Ending. Just like always, they always draw another land. He did have a Wasteland in his hand as well, but it looks like he chooses not to play it. Ryan's going to fetch with his Flooded Strand for another Tundra and see if he follows this up with, looks like an Ancestral Recall. And does resolve. Back over to Charlie's side. He's going to play a Thespian Stage. Does have a crop rotation, and I think he'll pass the turn. He can make it 2020 pretty soon, starting next turn. We're going to Pithing Needle, naming Flooded Strand. We'll see if that works. With the Yavimaya out, that does still allow Ryan to tap his Flooded Strand for mana. There's a Wasteland from Ryan. See if he wants to follow that up and just knock out Charlie here. We're going to see a Preordained, 1 top, 1 bottom. And Ryan to draw. It's going to pass it back over to Charlie, untap. Let's see what we pick up here. I think we've got a Pajuka Bog we can play. Yeah, that's one way to do it. 3 mana into another Sphere. So definitely taxing Ryan's mana, even though Ryan does have the Wasteland to kind of set Charlie back as well. He does have some nice cards in his hand here, and it looks like he has a Spellbelly as well. So an Ethereal Voyager for anybody who is not playing Legacy or anything like that. We'll see what Ryan wants to do here. See a double blue potentially from 2 Tundras. Yes. And yeah, we'll see a delve here into the Spellbelly. So, Ethereal Forger. So, Ryan just taking a look over to see. He did delve past one of the spheres. Charlie just reminding him that the instants and sorceries that are exiled underneath the Ethereal Forger are actually put underneath the Forger, and then when he attacks, you can put one of those instant sorceries back into your hand. It doesn't even have to connect. All it has to do is just attack. Alright, a draw from Charlie, and a tick up on the stage. Let's see. He's got a Wasteland here. See if he wants to Wasteland him off of a Tundra or something along those lines. Don't really want to lose that Saga. And pressing the issue, I think, isn't really a good idea. Constructs are pretty important in this matchup. Ryan is sitting with a full grip over there, so no telling. I think taking him off of white mana would be ideal. So we'll see an attack for 3, and Ryan's going to pick up something along the lines of, I'm not quite sure. He does discard a hand size. Charlie makes Construct in the turn, which is a 4/4. We'll see a tick up on the stage again, and another Construct coming into play. We'll see what Charlie chooses to get with this. It looks like it's going to be a Haywire Might. Not any enchantments that are in the play at the moment, but Ryan is playing Bant Beans, so that is something to take him off of Beans when it's time. Let's see if we're going to see an attack here. We'll see a Bajuka Bog, which is a turn too late because that's the Ether Forger is already in play. We're going to count up our artifacts here, and we're going to attack for, looks like 6. See if Ryan has anything to say about that. He doesn't, and he'll take the 6 damage. Ryan probably should have wastelanded that Saga, not knowing what was coming, kind of thing. 3 mana. We'll see a Nature's Claim on the construct after combat. Charlie will gain 4 life of that, going to 25. That's all the life in the world. So that construct is gone. Looks like he picked up another wasteland potentially. He did. Taking a think here to see what he wants to do next. Let's see another swing for 3. Be able to pick up that Ancestral Recall. And Charlie down to 22. Anything else from Ryan's side? It's nothing. We'll untap and draw. 2 wastelands makes it a little difficult. We did find a fast bond. We do have a crop rotation in our hand as long as a dark depths. So we've got 5, 6 coming across on Ryan. And a dark depths into play. Just having to think here. 6 damage, alright, good to go. End of turn, we'll see an Ancestral Recall again. Charlie will try and mental misstep that by paying 2 life. We'll see if Ryan wants to force a will that, or force a negation, since that's in his hand as well. 2 mana floating to pay for the spheres. Looks like it will be a force negation, pitching force a will, and the misstep will be exiled. And we'll go ahead and make the 20/20 while Ryan's tapped out. See if he has a Swords of Plowshare. He may. I don't believe it's under the Ether Forger, but it looks like he may have been squirreling one away in his hand. So, three mana into a Swords of Plowshare. The Merit Lage just can't catch a break in this game. Charlie up to 40 life though, so sitting pretty comfortable. Can't seem to find a life in the loam to save his life. But we'll see an attack here from the construct for 5. Should have attacked with the Haywire Might as well. Wasn't really thinking about that extra point of damage. The Ether Forger is gone. We'll see a Saga come out. And we'll see a Wasteland on the Saga. 3 mana. We'll crop rotate. No responses to that. I'm going to go get a Bazaar of Baghdad, try and churn through the deck, and well, that'll immediately get wastelanded as well. Ryan at 3 mana again, which is great with 3 spheres out. Ryan does have another Swords of Plowshare in his hand. He's going to take out that construct. So Charlie up to 45 life. And only a Haywire Might in play now. We'll see if he can go the distance for him. Got a Thespian Stage. We're going to wasteland the Tundra and then buy Lurrus into our hand and attack for 1. So we're on the beatdown plan. We've got 6 turns to get it done. So, pass back over to Ryan. Ryan plays out an Emerald. Can't catch a break with all this mana. Another draw. So something that Charlie didn't do in this game was actually copy the Bajuka Bog to have 2 black mana to be able to cast that Lurrus. I think that would have been a big help for him in this game. We're going to see some draw goes and some attacks from the Haywire Mite. Another Ethereal Forger coming out from Ryan. Oh no, sorry, a Treasure Cruise coming out from Ryan. So he is Ancestral Recalling for the third time this game. Looks like he picked up a Wasteland and a Strip Mine. So Strip Mine, Wasteland in play. I think we're going to try and copy the Wasteland here and make him fire that off. That's exactly what happens. Trying to keep Brian's mana as low as possible here so that Haywire Mite can actually get through the game. No Ley Line of the Void in sight, but we do find another Saga to try and close this game out a little faster. So now we've got a Strip Mine. Strip Mine on the Saga. We're going to make a copy of the Saga with the Thespian Stage. We'll attack for 1. Got a little bit more time to go here. So we'll see a Island Cycle for Lorne Revealed, picking up another Tropical Island, which is great for Charlie because Swords Plowshare can't be played off a Tropical Island. We will see another Ethereal Forger this turn. So the Haywire Mite has been stumped for the moment. We'll see the Thespian Stage slash Saga tick up 1. Forger is going to come over for 3. He's got a lot of work to do from 45. Ryan's going to pick up a Nature's Claim out of his hand and pass back over to Charlie. We've got 2 counters on the Thespian Stage now. So it can Nature's Claim the Thespian Stage, but Charlie could change it back into a land in response to that. Got a Crop Rotation, another Fast Bond. Not much going on in the hand. It's like Ryan's going to go after a Sphere of Resistance or the Thorn of Amethyst. Alright, Thorn of the Amethyst. So Sphere's still in play. I had to draw. Construct's out now. So Construct's a little bit bigger than the Ethereal Forger. Another Yavimaya. It's going to tick up to 3 on that stage. He's going to copy the Bajuka Bog finally and go get a Lotus. We'll see an attack here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still should have attacked with the Haywire Mite. Missed that one. Play another Yavimaya and say go. I believe this game is pretty much wrapped up unless Ryan finds a white source to get rid of this construct. Looks like he has a Wasteland and that looks like the Black Lotus. So we'll see a Wasteland on the Saga, a Lotus into a Swords. Jeez. 51 life for Charlie. And the Haywire Mite lives on. Got a Preordained. It does cost 2. It's like it's a top bottom into a Pearl. So Swords Plowshare is on. Draw from Charlie is another Fast Bond. Man, those do not feel great when you don't have a life from the loam. Attack for 1 from the Haywire Mite. Looks like the Lotus probably going to go ahead and play the Lurrus here. And we'll see a Force of Will from Ryan, taking himself out of the game. So that'll be it for our Vintage Saturday. Thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you next time. If you've been enjoying our content, please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below.